Like I couldn't actually like I looked for like a solid 30 minutes for like a list that didn't have any of the dudes in it, but
Mhm.
they're like this was the only one that I can find that was up to date that had everybody, but it also had all the guys in it. So I guess like when we get to them, we'll just like skip them over, or we might
We could
or we
probably
might go ahead and just rate them at the end too. I don't fucking know. We'll see. We could just throw like like a super F below D and just throw all the dudes in that if we want to. We could always do that. But
well,
like I'm not sure if these are in any particular order. They're not in alphabetical. They're also not in the order of the story mode either. I think it's just like
they're
there,
up
but
by
it's
release.
just
Oh, no.
whatever. Anyway, so we are rating waifus, and that is literally it. So I think you know how this works. We have S for the best, uh, like A, B, C, and then I'd rather choke on your mom's beard hair.
Oh. Oh, no. None of that.
Anyway, uh, okay, so we have. I guess we'll just start off real quick with Asta. What do you think of Asta?
Considering a lot of things, because I don't know how deep you want to go into it, because voice actress or just character design.
Like we're just gonna go off of like what's in the game, like their character. Like, do they sound good? Are they insufferable? Are they a smartass? Stuff like that.
Let's see. So Asta, I'd probably at most put her at C. I get that she's a super duper billionaire. I get that she's like
Yeah.
technically part of the IPC.
Uh,
Technically,
Yeah, I don't even remember what she's. I think the lead. She's like the head of the space station, like just under Herta, isn't she, or something like that?
Herta
So
doesn't
if you,
really care about what happens in there. She just wants to do experiments. Like, okay, I leave it to you, Asta. It's
yeah,
all you.
so she's pretty much in charge of the space station. So I guess if you're a greedy idiot and you all you care about is her money and her rank on the space station, you might put her higher. And as far as like her personality and stuff goes, she's nice enough. She looks nice. I just to like this is just me. I don't really find anything really stand outish about her. So I don't want to I don't want to say she's like too low cuz she is all right, but she's just not really I mean, yeah, I think we can agree on C. We can
Yeah.
agree there.
To add
Uh
on Asta just a little bit, though, I'd like to say that she knows what happens in the space station because she's the reason why all those side quests that happen in the game.
yeah. Yeah, I remember.
She is the reason why all those happen. Like, oh hey, Asta's all spending on money on all this fun stuff. Like, but then
Oh,
she's the
oh
one
yeah, I
that.
remember that. And then it turned out like it was all her own money. Like, okay, I'm not gonna go. We're gonna try not to go too far into like all the story stuff because we want people to play the game and we don't want to tell them what happens. But we
Okay,
also want to like explain like about the character and stuff. But anyway, moving on. We've already gone on. Asta was like already like almost like 3 minutes. Damn. But whatever. Next up we have Herda. What do you think of Herda? I know what I think, but what do you think?
let's see. I want to know what your if you're going C or D, and your
Well,
expectations.
I will tell you exactly what I think of Herda. I think she fucking sucks. But that's just me.
So D because well, personally, I don't hate her. I don't really exactly like her. Lore wise, I can't really say much, can I? Because I don't want to spoil
I
it for
mean,
everyone.
like we can, like I don't want to sit here and tell you to like not say anything. Like she's like one of like I think there's like 7 or 8 herdas on the space station, and some of them are also in like really stupid places as well. I think there's one in like the storage zone where she's just like out there, like just chilling on a fucking ledge in the middle of pretty much nowhere,
Yeah.
uh, surrounded by antimatter legion dudes, and she's just kind of like chilling there on a ledge, like, "Hey, what's up? This is fine." And then like when you talk to her, she'll like talk shit directly to your face. Well, actually, no. I don't think she'll talk shit. That's hold on. That's what this guy does. But she's like just overall, she's the Doctor Ratio prick, like type of prick, except a girl, and
She
unlike
actually knows what
Doctor,
she's talking
I
about,
mean,
though.
yeah, and she's also not even that cute, if we're being honest. And she's also a fucking robot doll, which is also really weird.
Well, we'll figure that out somewhere in the future because I'll tell this little bit of lore. She's an emanator for the Erudition Aeon.
Right.
So
I honestly didn't even know Erudition had an Eon, but okay.
Noose is a supercomputer, but Noose is like, hey, you're smart. You somehow figured out the everything about basically anything until she gets bored of it. Okay, I'll
R-
put her in D for now because I want to see what her human form looks like in the future.
Yeah, and also, I'm gonna go ahead and add an S plus 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 plus. Just like that's going to be our best of the best. Like so, each of us will have one character that we can put in there, and that's basically like, this is waifu, end of story. And you can probably guess why I just did that, seeing who's coming up.
All right, so now we got Bronya. Bronya
Uh,
Ran.
I know where I'm thinking of putting her.
Me because of everything Honkai Impact Third and like multiverse and all that fun stuff. Mine's
Yeah,
probably higher, so I'm gonna be around A.
Uh, I'm going to say that I only really know the Star Rail Bronya, but based on just that, everything that happens to her in the story, uh, like the role she plays when you learn her backstory and all of that stuff. And also just she's also a cracked unit, but I'm not gonna try and go off of their gameplay. I'm just going off
Yeah,
like we're going off of their characters, like who they are as a character, not as a unit, sort of thing. Uh, but
because
just she's just uh based on her story, she looks amazing. Her design, the devs absolutely fucking cooked when they made Bronya. Uh, she has. I love her story. She is. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and put her where I think she goes.
I'm okay with that, honestly. I thought she'd be at A personally, but I'm
Yeah.
dumb.
Uh. Anyway, moving swiftly along. Hmm.
I wonder
Hmm.
where you're putting
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Seal S plus plus plus. End of
Say
story.
no. Say no.
Anything? Yeah. Anything else you want to say, other than Seala's best wife? And if you disagree, you're wrong.
What?
All right. Moving on. Serval. Serval. I isn't she?
She's a
She's
mechanic.
Yeah, I know she's a mechanic, but isn't she fucking like she's Gerald's brother, I think? Or
Yeah,
not brother.
yeah,
Gerald
he's
is
fine.
her brother. Serval's not a fucking brother. What the hell am I saying?
I wonder what the artist would say. Anyways,
Anyway,
Serval
moving
is the
swiftly
oldest
along.
sister. Yeah, Serval is the oldest sister to Japard and Lynx. And whatever the devs did with Lynx, I can get onto that later. But as for Serval, I know plenty of people who would put her at A rank or S rank. Personally, I'd put her at B, but that's personal preference.
I think Serval is all right. She's kind of similar to Asta, where she's decent. Don't get me wrong. Her design looks nice. Uh, she's she plays a fairly significant role in the story, at least in the second half of the story. I don't think you talk to her much up until like about halfway or really towards the end of the story of Belobog, which I am going to go ahead and say real quick that Belobog is my favorite location in the game if you haven't already fucking guessed it. So that is also kind of influencing it a little bit because I do have like a little bit of bias just because Belobog is my favorite location in the game. So I am naturally more inclined to put those characters higher. But that aside, just going off of Serval herself, I think like she's fine. She's solid. I would put her above Asta. I can honestly see some people putting her in like A, maybe S. But to me, I would probably put her around B. She's there. She's fine. She's not bad, but at least to me, like she doesn't really stand out that much, especially compared to these two. So I think B tier is a good middle ground for us.
Yeah, put her there.
All right. Uh, son of a bitch.
What's happening here?
Yeah, this thing's being stupid and it wants to like every time I hit my push to talk, it thinks I'm trying to like type something into one of the categories. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Japard, ew,
Oh.
Natasha. What do we got?
Uh, well, TLDR, even though she's a lot better in the other game, we're focusing on Star Rail. She's a healer, which is pretty nice, but we're not thinking about gameplay. TLDR, again, I'll put her at C. And I'll put her above Asta because she actually does play a role in Belobog.
Yeah. To me, I think the one like this is just me. The main thing that holds Natasha back is just I don't like her design. Like she plays a role in the story. She's a healer, like you mentioned, which is always nice because sustains are kind of important because you need to like not be dead. Being dead is what we call bad for your health more often than not. But like just to me, like I just don't like her design. Like if we put her in C, I would not put her above Asta just because of I just don't like her design.
I don't know what the devs were thinking with. Uh, I forgot. My brain wanted to say Raven because that's her code name in Honkai Impact Third. But yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with the design because you made her a doctor versus in the other game, she's an assassin or a hit woman basically.
I mean, she could be both.
She's got a grenade launcher. How's that quiet?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. She just casually has a fucking grenade launcher. That's the same type of energy that Gallagher has with, I'm a healer, but dot dot dot.
But we'll get to him later. He's awesome,
Yeah.
but we'll get to him later.
Yeah. Anyway, I think like I said, the big thing about Natasha, she does play a role in the story, and all of that. Sustains, or and by the way, you also get her for free, I believe, relatively early into the game, which is also helpful. But again, we're not going off of gameplay here; we're going off their character. But I just her role in the story is fine. I like her in the story, but I just don't like her design, like just appearance wise. I mean, it just doesn't really work. Like she has like a fucking potion or something as a fucking necklace, and it just looks weird. And yeah,
Mind you, everybody, this is opinionated, obviously.
yeah. Please do not send death threats to me or my friend if you don't agree with me or him. Even though he is objectively wrong if he puts anyone else up here, but I digress.
I might disappoint you there. Just saying.
Anyway, I already know we're about to be talking for a long time about this next one. We have Pela Strong, like some really long ass convoluted last name that I can't pronounce.
Pelageya Sergeyevna, Russian, space Russian. I don't know what the devs were doing. I feel like they messed up a little bit here because of her personal story. I've already talked to this with my buddy here and even with some other Discord users. How the heck do you get 16 years old because of her personal story? But if you put it on the timeline, she should be around 24, 26 years old because you'd be putting a baby into the military, and they still never fixed it.
Yeah, like she's 16 and like 20 something at the same time, which is weird. But going off of her design and her character, I don't think she plays that big of a role in the story overall. She's largely just kind of there, although I think later on you do get to work like with her a lot more when you go and do the Bellabog Museum quest, which by the way is awesome if you haven't done that. But I know you have, but I know other certain people who haven't yet. But I digress. So
I,
she's not really that really all that in the story. Although you do kind of talk to her more later, she has like her own mission that you can do with her, which is where like the 16 comes from. Uh, but overall, like she's a nice character design wise. Like I would put her, like I would not if we put her in C, I would put her above Natasha, but I don't think I would put her above Serval.
I would put Pella above Asta and Natasha. I also have a very, very, very strong bias with short characters. Fight me. I will beat you up.
Short stacks as we call them, or you do.
Yes. And like the funny thing is with Pella's design is she is 100% perfectly symmetrical, left to right, from her glasses, from her hair to her hat position, maybe except that little tassel on the left or right side. Her jacket's the same. Her hair clips are also the same. And fun fact about her stockings is that there's lines on it measuring like inches for some reason. I don't know why they did that.
Just because.
And like, oh, you're just showing how short she is. That's why.
I guess so. She is. Oh, I think doesn't she use like one of the shorter models as well?
Yeah, she's in the. Well, technically, there's only two two girls that use the child model, which is Bailu and Hook, and then there's the short stack height, which is Pella, and a whole lot of girls, and then there's the taller ones, and then there's the mommy one, and then there's Stell, and because Stell's
Yeah.
somehow taller than everyone.
Yeah, like I think I remember seeing that sort of thing in like a height comparison. Stell is actually like I don't. There was like an actual reason for it, but Stell is if we go by like their in-game heights, like look at them directly next to each other. Stell is the single tallest girl in the entire game. And there was like I said, there was like a reason for that, but I don't remember what it actually was, and I'm not gonna go too far into that. But uh, anyway, do you agree with my B, or do you want to put her somewhere else?
I'd keep her at B. Yeah, B for
Yeah.
Bellabog.
Yeah, that works. I would definitely put her above these two, but I would not put her above Serval.
I'd flip them personally, but this is your chart.
You are damn right when you say that. Anyway, moving on, we have Clara, who is the I don't know her exact age. You probably would, but she's the one with the robot dad who will kill you if you mess with her.
Svarog. The he is best dad in Bellabog. Fight me.
I mean, yeah, I can't really argue with that, but like imagine being like one of the people like living in the robot settlement and Clara just comes up with like a fucking drone and she's like, "Hey, look at this. I named it Larry." And the Vegas just like look at her like she's crazy. She's like, they're like, "Where the hell did that come from?" She's like, "Oh, I was digging around in the robot junkyard down there and I found it in a trash pile." And then like you just look over at Svarog and he's just like, "Oh, don't look at me for that."
I may have taught her this. I may have taught her how to fix them, but I'm not the one who's doing all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like I didn't tell her to do that. What are you looking at me for? Like I can't do the Svarog voice, but yeah.
I'll
Like
fix
that's
them.
just like what I imagine a lot of like what Clara does is like whenever to anyone who would know her, like she hangs out around the robot settlement. I think pretty much 99% of the time, and she's probably just like digging through scrap piles and shit, and just like bringing back old trash and showing it to people like, "Oh, look at this! This is my new friend, Harry." I just found him in that trash pile over there.
And I fix them.
Yeah, and then like it tries to like fly away, and then one of its like little propellers explodes, and she's like, "No, my friend."
And I'll just fix you right back up. Give me a day.
Yeah, and then Svarg is just watching this go down, like, yes, she's learning quite nicely advanced robotics at uh, whatever age she is.
Probably at most 12, but we don't have a specific age or specific when.
Like honestly, just going by like the way she looks in game, she looks a lot older than uh than 12. I don't she looks around like 16, 17, somewhere around there cuz she's definitely a lot taller than the other annoying little shits running around all over Bellabog and the underworld like I mean like this little shit right here who's like probably not that far off from 12. Like Clara's like almost double Hook's height. So I would at very least say she's 16, if not older than that.
I would put her younger, but because she doesn't have all the well, first let me words fail me today. Anyways, Clara is one part of the short stack height line, which is Pella's height line,
All right.
and we know that height line, thanks to Chingcha later on, is 140 centimeters average, which is in freedom units would be around like what?
What the fuck
Well,
is a centimeter?
what the fuck's the kilometer? Kilometer? Whatever.
It's
It's
like
about
that. Is that one gif of Soldier from TF2 being like, "What the fuck is a kilometer?" And he's like, he has shotguns as both his hands, and it zooms out, and he's standing on a pile of machine guns, and there's like a big American flag behind him. He's like, "What the fuck's a kilometer?"
exactly. So 140 centimeters. What is centimeter? It's about 4 foot 8, 4 foot 9. So, so yeah, technically she's a little tall for 13, but
Like
um,
I would still call her at least 15.
that's gracious, and we'll just leave it at that. I want to put her at A just because her design is simple and she's got feet of freaking steel because she's barefoot in snow.
I mean, she probably has frostbite, and that's why she doesn't. That's why it doesn't bother her because she doesn't feel it because her feet are actually fucking frozen.
The funny thing is, like, we have the in-game, the Clara Protection Squad, the CPS, huh? Uh,
Right.
they always give her boots. Like, oh my god, she's walking in the snow, in the cold snow with bare feet. We need to get her boots. They get her boots. They're the right size, but she can't really walk in them because she twists her ankles every time she uses the boots. So, like, I'm not using this. I'm gonna give it to some other kid who needs it more than me.
Yeah, and then she goes and like steps on a nail when she's going and picking through robot scrap heaps.
Is like, oh, what's up?
Anyway, so I honestly shut. Oh, there's my Steam friend playing something, but I personally would not put her above. I okay. I'm going to edit this a little bit. I would put Serval A, and then I would put Clara B next to Pela.
I don't have any disagreements. If
Because like I don't want to put Serval in B and then put Clara in A because I personally would not put Clara above Serval. So I think Serval is gonna get promoted up to A.
we'll,
And
we'll still we'll still clean this up too. So
yeah. Anyway, Sampo is a dude. There's Kalis. Nobody serious plays Kalis. But also, I just want to say this. This is I find this highly amusing, and I lay awake at night thinking about this shit. Like, if you were to meet Sampo, and like if you meet him in like a fucking bar or something, he would be like the textbook like you would talk to him and he would like be like seem like super cool and be like, yeah, we'd go on like all these like really weird ass adventures and like do just weird shit or just crime, one of the two. You go digging through trash cans or something, and then he teaches you how to hide from the police, and or I guess the Silvermane guards in the case of Bellabog. But like he seems really cool, and then like you start talking to him, and then you just like you're at the bar and you get absolutely fucking wasted, and then like when you wake up in the morning, you'd be like, "Where's my wallet?"
he's like, "Hey, good buddy,
Like
it's been a while."
you would wake up in the bar, you would be like by yourself, and the bartender would be like, "Hey, you just slept in that booth all night, and also where's your shirt at?" And you would look down, and you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's a good question. Where's my shirt?" And then it would like click. It was like, "Hold on that same note, where's my wallet?"
And then like, where's Sampo?
Yeah, and then you never see him again. Like I just find that shit amusing for some reason. Like Sampo's like the type of person is if he was your roommate, he would rent your room out to somebody else.
And you'll be on the couch or you'll be outside,
Yeah,
probably.
or he just won't be there at all. Like he'll just be like he'll be off doing his like all his crime stuff.
I hope he gets a 5-star.
Anyway, enough of Sampo. He sucks. Hook. I don't think really we really need to say anything about that. Anything?
Nah, this is just a small blonde child who just wants to beat shit up. No.
And is an annoying little shit. All right, moving on. Bailu. These are all dudes, by the way.
Bailu. Well, she was my first 5 stars, first of all, so I got a little bit of a
Oh,
bias.
that's unfortunate. Although I guess it is better than
Oh,
fucking Gerald.
what's up?
What's up?
Oh, I didn't even hear him enter because of the because my streamer mode is enabled, so I didn't hear like the Discord thing go off. But yeah, we're rating waifus. What do you think?
Do you
Uh,
agree, disagree, any kind of alterations that you might want to inputs?
uh, add a tier, men.
Well, we're thinking about it.
I mean, we might end up just like rating them later on anyway, just cause fuck it, I guess we'll see. But for right now, this is what we have, and we're just kind of going through here, and we're on Bailu right now, and we were talking about losing our 50/50s to Bailu or something like that.
Uh, I mean, I haven't lost a 50-50 to Barlu, so, you
Chat.
know.
I mean, I lost one to fucking Himiko of all people. It had to be
Himiko's
fucking
good.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Himiko in D just for
It's
that.
not
Okay.
that bad. I put it at like C or B. Nothing
No, no.
special.
Anyway, we're talking about Bailu right now. We'll go to Himiko later. Bailu, she's annoying. Uh, she's ugly,
She's a
and
100-year-old child.
that too. And she also doesn't she have like a fucking tail or something? Like she has a really high pitched annoying voice as well.
Mm-hmm. She really what her basic is literally just whacking someone with a tail.
Yeah, pretty much. That makes sense.
I think
And
she's
that
fine. I think it's like a C.
I um,
I'd
I
probably
I would put her in D, although I would put her above Hook at least.
that's a no-brainer, honestly. Because
Yeah. Hook is
I'm
like
sorry,
just like okay, actually, hold on. Uh,
At a row below F.
F. Oh wait.
here we go. What?
Whoa. Why?
Why would you
Uh,
put Hook over those two? That's like
whoops. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that.
What are you doing?
there
Oh
you
yeah,
go.
I was too busy thinking about like letting the salt flow through me that it didn't click what it was I had just done. But anyway, yeah. Uh, yeah, super F. Any comments, concerns,
We'll
anything?
get to it later.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Ting Yoon.
A or
Uh,
B for me.
I like. I know certain people that we know might like her. Maybe question mark. I don't know if they do or not, but I know a certain somebody who likes cat girls. That's
Uh,
someone other than me, but that
that's
like
a fun.
someone who might like Ting Yoon just because of that. But other than that, I don't. I never really liked Ting Yoon just in general. She plays like a fairly significant. Well, she actually no, she plays a very significant role in the story. But other than that, she's just kind of like there. I mean, she's fine. Like she's not. Like I would put her above these two, but I would not put her above Pela or even Clara.
Yeah,
I got
there you
no.
go.
I got no objections.
All right. Oh, I hate that. Like every single time I try and use my push to talk, it always thinks I'm trying to fucking. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And by the time like we get done, like I'm gonna have to like scroll for like 3 entire rotations to get the end of it just because of that.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Anyway,
Next,
next up is the one who I still can't fucking pronounce her name.
Yuki
QQ.
Kucha.
But I don't know how. Like I cannot pronounce her like her full name for the life of me. It just looks weird as shit. But anyway, QQ. What do you think of her?
A.
I'm biased. A.
Oh, what?
Whoa, what the? Oh,
I did not mean to do that, but okay. Apparently that pin images extends all the way down to there. So,
A.
I like if it's up to me, I would probably put her design wise, I would put her probably in I would put her definitely above Natasha, but I'm not positive that I would put her above Asta. Well, actually, no, I think I can put her above us. I would probably put her as either like decently high C or low B, but fine. I'll just throw her an A because 2 against 1, so fuck it.
I can. You can never say no to the mahjong gremlin and lose all your skill points.
Yeah, you gamble away 7 skill points and still not get her buff.
Well, that's why you have a sparkle, but someone doesn't want you to go for
Well,
sparkle.
I don't want Sparkle. Fuck Sparkle. Not in a literal sense, although I'm sure you would do that too. But I am not subtracting from my Sela fund. No ifs, ands, or buts. So fuck you,
Man,
sir.
his
Fun fact-
monoquantum's gonna be so bad.
No, I'm not. I literally not didn't even plan on running mono quantum for a long ass time anyway. So, fuck you. I mean,
Salt, bro.
anyway, like I said, I'll pick up Sparkle whenever she reruns, whatever year that happens to be. But right now, I'm just saving up everything that I can scrape together for Sela, and I'm going to build her. And I'm hopefully going to get her E2 if I get lucky. But anyway, we're getting off topic. Next up, where were we? Oh yeah, fuck Sparkle. In a figurative sense, not literal one. Although, like I said, I'm sure you would do that too. Su Shang, where do you want to put her?
B.
She's been growing on me. I'm putting her at B.
Any? This is just me. I would put her like probably. I would put her probably design wise. I would put her in like C, but like just like as a character, I would like throw her in D.
Because she's a country hillbilly.
No, because she's fucking annoying, to be honest. But that's also again just me.
Design wise, she's
Fuck's sake.
easily at B rank. Character wise, me personally, she's definitely just. She's friendly. She's fun. She gets destroyed in the Yoon Lee trailer.
Yeah, that
I
makes
remember
sense.
that.
I've not watched that, but I'll do that later. Anyway, so I think what'd you say? You would say B?
I
Yeah,
B.
Like I'll throw her into C. That's like a middle ground. I threw her into D. You threw her in B. We'll throw her at the upper end of C. Is that like that sound good enough?
yes, it is.
All right. Next up. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. We have Stell.
That's right.
Wait. I was like, I'm just looking. Why is there like? So there's physical Kalis, preservation Stell, and harmony Kalis. So I'm like, what the heck is going on
I
here?
I don't. I mean, I guess like that's just what they're using like for each of their
Paths.
paths, and they just happen to use Stell instead of Kalis for the preservation.
So I mean, if we're just gonna put Stell in what's that for all her versions? Like I guess like every single
Yeah,
version of
like yeah,
Stell.
we're just counting like we're not going off of like okay, just so you know, since you weren't here when we were talking about this, we are not going off of like gameplay at all. We're going by like them as a character, their personality, their design. Do they play? Well, not really anything in the story, but like, do they have an interesting story? Stuff like that. We're not going by gameplay here.
Well, actually, scroll down because aren't there two versions of March? Yeah, there's two
Uh,
Marches here. You have here her original and her hunt. So how are we gonna do
yeah,
that?
we're just
We'll
going to
just
rate her original because it's the same. It's literally the same fucking person. So like, what is there to say other than
she's
whatever went for whatever we say about the normal March 7th also applies to the Hunt March 7th. Like, what the fuck you want us to do there? Like,
Delete
it's
it.
literally it's the same fucking person. So anyway, uh, like I just want to say, ever since he joined up, like we've gotten so far off of topic. But anyway, so just going off of Stell, I would like I fucking love Stell. I think I'm gonna throw her right up here at the very top of S.
Yeah, one of the
no
very few
objection.
S
I'm
tiers.
pretty sure someone's gonna kick your ass later.
What
Don't
for
worry about it.
what for Branya or for Stell?
For Stell.
Someone's going to kick my ass because I threw Stell into S, huh?
Yeah. You don't need to think about it too hard.
Anyway, okay, I'm just not gonna think about that. Yu Kong.
D.
Huh?
D.
Well, I mean, I was kind of thinking Super F, but that's just me. I
I
just
was
don't
being
like her.
very generous.
Okay, so we all agree Super
I
F.
was gonna say C. I was really gonna be a little bit generous, but yeah, I don't mind D.
Okay, Super F it is. Next up, March 7th. This is about to be an interesting one.
I'd put her the story wise. I'd put her at B because we don't have her full story yet.
As we've
Yeah.
seen so far, I like her at A.
Uh I mean March 7th is cute. I like her. She's obviously a very important character in the just story overall. Not just well really just ever since the very beginning, like March 7th is like a constant character who's always going to be there. Cuz she is on the Astral Express with Stell. So she's going to be there all the time. So she's very important to the story. Personality wise, no complaints there. She's cute. She's the cover girl even for Star Rail as a whole.
Yep.
I would honestly be willing to throw her into A.
Okay, I'm okay with
Yeah,
that.
A because she's aware of how what's that? She's getting better at what's that? Freaking countering Stell's freaking shade.
Yeah. Also,
Absolutely.
just so you know, we have one tier called S plus plus plus, and then it's understood that those pluses just go on forever. Each of us get to put one character that is wife S plus, no if thens or buts, no questions asked. S plus 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 understood to go on.
If
So
you look at my seafaring companions, it's not going to be what you expect.
well, I did not look at your Starfaring companions because I'll be honest, I barely look at you at all. But anyway, never mind my other guy playing Warframe there. Kafka. I already know exactly what I think of Kafka, but what do you have?
I know what a lot of people can say about Kafka. Kafka,
Y-
Kafka.
yeah, I know what a lot of people say, and I know exactly what I'm thinking. But what are you cooking?
B.
B. Creed, what do you got?
I would put her at B too for one, design. Two, she's wearing contacts that freaks people out. C, what the fuck is wrong with me? What the hell?
This is okay. This is just me. Like, I'm gonna throw her into D.
Let's meet halfway and put the C.
No, it's my list. Fuck you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. I'll compromise. I'll put her in C.
What?
Uh, but, oh, I know where this is about to go. Silver Wolf.
B.
S.
Plus, 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 or just regular S?
Just S.
Agreed. S it is. Next. That's a lot of dudes right there. Fu Xuan, I think
I
is
didn't
how
know
we're
your
Fu
answer.
Xuan.
I
Huh?
know your answer.
So you literally just said something about her being a sir, and she is not.
I,
So,
I said, if I was cutting off, I said I know what your answer is.
well, yeah. But what are you cooking?
What are you cooking, Cat?
B.
Well, okay.
Just saying
B.
B for everything.
Yeah, like I've noticed that. It's just like you're like, oh, what do you think? Oh, B.
B is like middle for me, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not fine.
Like the big thing that like the big thing that I don't like about Fu Xuan is what the fuck is she doing there? Like she literally looks like she's about to catch a fucking football in her picture, and then like whenever she's on your team, you just have to look at that all the fucking time. You just have to look at whatever weird ass shit she's doing there, and I don't like it.
She's
I
trying to
mean, what?
block. She's trying to block. She's playing basketball, man.
Oh
Uh,
my god! Oh my
like
god!
Sean,
Like
who
that
could
is that
know?
that is pretty much the only thing that I really don't like about Fu Xuan. I mean, like I would not put her higher than C if we're being honest, but uh but just like that one thing, that one weird ass thing that she's doing that you have to look at all the fucking time when she's on your team, that is enough to knock her down to D for me.
I
I'm
said a
biased,
B.
and I'm biased. All my favorite characters are in Quantum, except one, and I almost default for my Quantum units as S rank or more. Look at the list.
Right.
So we got an S, a B, and a D.
Uh
That would put her.
I okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say this is my list. I'm going to use my veto powers to say fuck you guys.
Wait, Craig, are you gonna put her in S plus?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
All right. Lynx is next. What do we got about?
C.
That's definitely C.
I was thinking D, but sure. Well, no. I'm gonna just go ahead and throw her in D as well. Uh, we have not talked as like at all about like who these characters are or really what they do. We would just be like, oh, B, D, next, go next. Anyway, Gwynefin, however the hell her name is said. Uh,
Her
I
English name. Her
I
English name is
would. Okay. I know what I'm thinking. I think I know probably what Kat's thinking as well. What do you got? What are you guys cooking?
I would put her next to or just above Sushang. They're kind of a peas and pod at this rate.
Uh, I would put her above. I would put her probably at least B. I would definitely put her above Ting Yun.
And that's my wife pick right there.
So that's your S plus 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 plus.
Yes, she's like my favorite character because of how stupid she is.
There
All
we
right,
go.
sure. There we go. You don't get to put anyone else there, just so you know.
That's okay. That's my pick, man.
I
Especially
honestly,
since, well,
I
after
thought,
Stell,
yeah,
that's
I
my
thought Stell would have been yours, but all right. Jing Liu. Ooh, okay. Jing Liu.
her
What are you guys
backstory.
cooking?
Her backstory is kind of heartbreaking, so automatically that's like A.
Nah, and just like I just like her design is amazing. She is absolutely fucking beautiful. Uh, like, I mean, she's also pretty good as a unit as well, but we're not going off of that. But like her design is great. Her story is also great. She was part of the High Cloud Quintet with Blade, Jing Yuan, uh, Don Feng, and one other person that I don't know
I
who
hung.
that. Bai Hung. Isn't that the guy who like died next to Blade or something? I don't remember. But
Byhong was a Phocian chick who died during the war against Abundance.
well, anyway, enough of that. Like she's like has that going for her. She was Jing Yuan's former master as well. So she has like a lot of story going for her. She has not appeared in game in a while, which is unfortunate. But she is like when she is in the story and when she does appear, she is absolutely cracked. Her design is amazing. Her story is also amazing. And, well, yeah, I'm willing to throw her up into S.
Yeah, I said A minimum. Hey, man,
Yeah.
if you throw her an S, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
We all, okay, that works.
Can I hear a side story?
You what?
I did want to share a story.
We're already 50 minutes into the video and we still have, like, 3 rows of waifus left.
Okay, fine.
you could
Uh,
maybe tell us after.
Anyway, it's this one that I can never fucking pronounce her name. Uh,
Shoyu.
J.
like, like it sounds like you're saying a Z in there, which is weird. But anyway, Zui Yi was actually my very first 4-star that I had ever gotten aside from Asta, which is given to you against your will. So I've literally had her since the beginning of my account. So I am a little bit biased that I would put her at minimum B just because of that. Because she did carry my sorry ass through like half the game whenever there was Quantum around. But again, we're not going off of gameplay here. Design wise, I would not. I honestly, design wise, I would put her like probably a low C if we're being honest.
That's where I would put her too. Like design wise, personality
Yeah.
wise, be mid high C personally, but overall she's a C for me.
Yeah, I think C's like I would put her above I would put her above Su Shang, but not above Asta.
Okay. Final call's on you, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, this is my
I'm not.
list. So
I'm not gonna punch your ass.
Anyway, I mean, I'm apparently gonna get my ass kicked for putting Stell in S later for some reason. Uh,
Topaz.
next up, Topaz, and her annoying little shit pig.
I know Kat's got a different opinion than me, and you both of you know that I am never gonna pull on the IPC member at all
Yeah,
on that.
yeah. Uh, Topaz, uh, I hate. If I'm being completely honest, I think she's annoying. Her design is not really. It doesn't really resonate with me. I mean, like I like the like little bit of like red streak in her hair, but that's really about it. I mean, she carries a fucking shit pig around with her everywhere she goes. So like, so I would honestly be willing to throw Topaz into Super F, but at very highest I would put her in D.
Cat.
B.
Oh, E? All right.
I just
That's
put it B.
well, okay, Super F it is. Hanya is creepy as shit if we're
Also,
being
she's
honest.
his sister.
And that too. But design wise, I would put her like at best D because she just looks like she wants to fucking die all of the time.
Well, considering how many times her sisters died and how many times she's died, yeah, they're definitely.
Okay, okay then. I'm just not going to worry that much about what you just said. Uh, do you have anywhere you specific you wanted to put her, or you think D is fine?
I wouldn't put her above C at all. D, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good. Hua Hua is honestly Hua Hua's grown on me. Like it used to be that Hua Hua would probably be like somewhere in C, but I would at least put her in B now.
I default
Like
4 to B, but if we talked about gameplay, I'd throw her in S, but we're not talking about gameplay. So
yeah, like honestly have like if they continue on the trend where Hua Hua gets like a more that's getting increasingly more screen time outside of like the ghost hunting squad in Fixtural Garden, like if they continue giving her like more roles and more scenes, like how when she and Tail helped Luca in the war dance, for example, if like they keep on giving her more stuff like that, more like appearances outside of Fixtural Garden, I could honestly see myself putting her in A, but I think at very least a at very least like relatively high into B is where I would put her.
So you would put her above Clara?
Yes.
Uh, they're about the same for me. Cap,
He's fine, B.
this kid.
Like, have you said literally anything other than B at this point so far?
Hey man, I like Jingliu, and I wanted to share my story, but I
Oh
can't.
yeah.
I don't have time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, okay. You know what? Fuck it. Go ahead and tell your story like 15 minutes after we've gone past Jing Liu. Go ahead.
Okay, so I actually did. I did the
This has already gone on an
Cloud
hour
Quintet
already.
story side quest while I was at the bar, and like my coworkers were asking, "Hey Brian, what the heck are you doing, man? We're at the bar. You've been on that phone for like 30 minutes. Like, this story's good. Shut the fuck up."
And what'd they say to that?
It's like they just left me alone. It's just like, and I just said I was literally like out of it for 40 minutes because I really liked the story. It's like, don't
Nice.
disturb me.
Nice. Honestly, I respect the shit out of that.
Is it? Hey, fuck off.
It's like,
Uh, all right. Next up we have Ron May. Uh, hmm. All
I
right.
was just gonna put her
Thoughts?
defensive. Well, I really want to know what they're cooking with her in the future because
Like,
when she's
isn't she like? I think isn't she trying to become a fucking Eon? Is her goal?
yes,
Yeah.
and like everything that she's doing right now with her own abilities, being part of the Genius Society, and what she actually does in experimentation, she is literally walking that line of propagation, and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell is she doing?
Yeah, like didn't she literally recreated the emanator of propagation or something, didn't she?
Yeah, she made a
Yeah.
clone of Tanzania, and it lasted for under a minute, and
Yeah.
we had to still have to fight that thing on her own for a full minute.
Yeah, and then that's how we got Echo of War, and that's her trace material, by the way, is the bug that she created. But anyway, uh personality wise, she's a fucking psychopath. Design wise, she's not really all that. I would put her at best into. I think she would. I would put her in C. I would definitely put her above this slot here, but I would probably have a harder time putting her above. I would put her above Su Sheng and the rest of those, but I would not even put her above Sui Yi.
Can we flip Kafka and Natasha personally, like design wise?
Sure. I can live with that. Natasha, I would honestly, I would. I'm honestly thinking about throwing Natasha down into D if we're being honest.
Objections with that.
All right, down to D it is. Uh, and
Well,
there's just an entire row of men here now. But anyway, next up, Black Swan.
I'm gonna throw
uh,
that fun fact out there if not everyone knows, but Black Swan is wearing her mom.
oh, well,
What?
we're not that invested in the lore yet.
Well,
Not at
so
all.
okay, okay, so just satisfying my curiosity here, did Black Swan murder her mother?
More like it's a whole Aeon thing because she's a memo keeper. You have
Okay,
to.
so there's this fucking whole ass rabbit hole, is what you're saying.
It's a fairly small rabbit hole for this one, but yes, there is indeed a rabbit hole.
Okay,
And
we'll worry about that later then. For right now, where do you want to throw her at? I would. Okay, I'm not gonna say where I'll throw her yet. You go ahead.
I, design wise, character wise, I put her at C. I don't fully trust her, even though she's like, I just want to collect your memories. I want to just.
What the fuck do you need my memories for, you crazy lady?
I am powered by your memories. Give me more.
All right. Anyway, I can design wise, I would throw her honestly, possibly even as far down as Super F. But design wise, I would throw her in D. Character wise, at best C.
What is our third opinion thinking?
I had
B.
like a B or C.
What the fuck did I just say? All right. Your third opinion has really not been much of an opinion thus far. It's literally just been B every single fucking time.
Yeah,
Except
because
for
I don't have
Jingly,
any
except for
opinions on most of these
except for
characters, bro.
Jingly you. Next up, Sparkle.
Oh, that's no question.
S or A? A minimum, S like average.
She's best wing woman.
She's also a little shit, and that's very, very funny. Also, her voice actress is a goat.
Okay, I'm just not gonna question that. So we're throwing her. I would throw her. No, personally, I would not put her higher than maybe B or a low A. But what are you guys cooking? I think I heard an S somewhere.
There's two S's here. Or there's one solid S, there's your A, and then Cat's being AS.
Okay, so are we throwing? So you want to throw her an S plus or just regular S?
Regular.
Regular. Who's already
All right,
picked my
all right.
waifu.
Next, next
No.
up.
He's mad that nah, he's just salty, bro. He didn't roll for
I don't need Sparkle. I'm just saying, if Sparkle came after Sela, I would have gotten her, but she didn't. So Sela's more important than Sparkle, and if you disagree, you're wrong.
You gotta play the game properly, man. You know, you gotta build the team. This is how you build the team.
I have a team. It's
Not a
called
very
Fire.
good one.
My Firefly's probably better than yours. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I have more options, man. It's about your team depth.
I have literally not had something that Firefly cannot clear yet. But anyway, as far as like design and shit goes, I honestly would put her probably no higher than B. But you two want to put her in S, so there you go. And like I said, I don't fucking care that Sparkle is good. She came before Sela. Sela's more important. There you go.
Man, he's straight up gonna be hating on anything. It's not Zila, bro.
That's literally what I've done this entire fucking time. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm saying, bro. It's
Like I'm. Anyway, moving on is Acheron. What are you cooking?
at minimum A, S average.
Not what I was thinking, but okay.
I'm biased as fuck because she's just like Zele and Bronya. She's based off an Honkai Impact. I'm putting her at A or S.
Yeah, that
Like
Honkai Impact side quest is like, holy shit, that is actually very sad.
I did not even know Acheron had her own companion mission, but okay.
Wasn't a companion mission? It was when you said goodbye to her.
Oh, that shit. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm not even kidding. I skipped through it.
Ah, hell no.
Like I literally okay. I just want to say, in my defense, I sat through 3.5 hours of fucking Sunday rambling on about his fucking ideology for 3.5 hours of cutscenes straight. So you forgive me if I didn't feel like listening to fucking Acheron and Robin and whoever the hell else fucking ramble on for another 2 hours after Sunday just rambled on for 3.5 hours.
But wasn't this mission like after the it was after the airship part, so it wasn't directly after the Sunday.
I think I'm pretty sure it came before the airship because I don't remember Acheron being on the airship at all.
It
It
was
was.
before the airship.
It was. Was it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
what
like it was literally right after you beat Sunday.
After you said you. I don't know. My
Anyway,
memory is slipping from me then.
I can tell. Anyway, uh, Acheron to me, like I know we're not going off of gameplay, but I will give her that she's absolutely fucking cracked as a unit. But I would not be found dead calling her waifu. Like if I would probably throw her into D, but uh
meet in the middle.
I can settle for at least putting her in A cuz like she's not awful. I don't like her, but she's not awful.
The only bad thing about her is that she's directionally stupid.
Hey,
Well,
that's a plus, bro. She has problems.
what?
At least he's
Okay.
not like overpowered as hell, man. You just have like a just need a little bit of a nerf.
Well, I think she is actually overpowered as hell cuz she fucking ripped a hole in the sky. But anyway, next up is Robin.
A
I can agree with that.
Like A B for me.
I would put her above. I can honestly put her at the very start of A, honestly. The only thing that I personally am not a huge fan of is the weird looking wings behind her ears, but even that, like, they don't look awful. They do look a little bit weird to me, but they're not awful, and everything else about her design, her character cooks. So, absolutely, I'll throw her into A. Honestly, I'll throw her. I'll actually even be willing to go as far as throwing her above Sparkle.
Your list.
Yep. All right. There we go. Next up is that is a lot of dudes in a row. Next up is well, I think I know where this is about to go.
Next to Snell.
Next to Stell.
yeah, next to Stell. That makes sense. I have no objections.
That honestly, I mean, I would put her. Yeah, I would put her right behind Stell. I would say I like Stell more than Firefly, but I would definitely agree that Firefly is above all the rest in S. So that is making me curious though, is who you're going to actually throw into S plus, because I was expecting it to be Silver Wolf, if I'm being honest. And then when it wasn't her, I thought, oh, maybe it would be Sparkle, but then it wasn't her, so I was like, oh, who the hell is left? Firefly? Oh yeah, that's probably it, but apparently not. So, okay.
I'll tell you all about that at the end. Next, we have Jade, and she's going to the piss fucking bottom.
I agree. Super F it is. Any objections, Kat?
Not really. I would
All
put her in
right.
C tier, but you know, it's whatever.
All right,
I
Super F it is.
I can go on a big ass tirade on Jade, but I'm not.
Anyway, Yun Lee, what do we got?
Like an A or a B.
Again with the B. I go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you. No, you.
No, you.
Fuck you. No, you.
No, no, fuck you. This is my video, and I told you to go.
Fine. I'd put her in. Even though she grew on me enough, I'd still put her at CB.
I was thinking at best, see, like I would put her at best into into C. Like I would put her probably I would put her above Su Shang, but not above Ron Mei, Zui, and Asta.
Character wise, design wise, yeah, because I'm just doing my damnedest to ignore gameplay related stuff, and
Like
it leaks.
like game or design wise, like is honestly what I think is holding her back, cuz I like her as a character, but I just don't like her design.
I don't know what they were thinking. Like, I get it, she's a dancer, but she's also a forge smith woman. Where's the layers?
Next up is March 7th again, but we've already put her in A. So, Ugly Fox Lady, what are you thinking?
Tailless fox lady. I'd put her at B at best.
A
Uh,
tier.
I was gonna throw. Okay, this is about to sound like a trend at this point. I was gonna throw her into like probably D, if I'm being honest, because I just don't like the way she looks. That is literally it. I don't like how she looks. But
Everything else,
everything else is like all right. Uh, I just don't like the way she looks. That is literally it. But I can settle with putting her in B.
even behind Ting Yun. That's arguable.
Yeah.
That's arguable. That is definitely arguable.
And then the only one that we have left is Ling Sha.
I'd put her at A, honestly, but that's me being biased about Dragon Chicks.
I mean, honestly, Ling Sha is very cute. I will give her that. Like, just going just on her, honestly, just looking at her character and design, I could honestly agree with putting her in A. I think that's solid.
My brain is now fighting. Like, do we put her above Acheron or do we keep her behind her?
I would put her above Acheron. I mean, I think I was literally about to throw Acheron into like D or Super F earlier, if that tells you anything. But I would put her. Honestly, I'd put her. I would put her in between Serval and QQ.
I don't have any objections there, honestly.
That
And
also
then,
does beg the question of like that is literally all of the waifus in the game, and you've still not picked your S plus.
well, it's freaking Zele. How has been?
Oh yeah. All right, that makes sense. Uh, all right then. That's that.
Like, quote unquote, I love you in every universe. In
All right,
HI3, in GGZ, in HSR, and whatever 7 universes that are in GDZ.
all right. Well, here's our list. Any objections?
I feel like it's accurate to the three of us combined.
I mean, like, okay, this is like take your screenshots of this right now because I'm about to fuck it all up. Like, if this was just going to be my list, right? Like, if it was just me, it would probably look probably about something like this. Hold on, give me a second. Uh, never mind, someone else playing a game. And this is not really in any particular orders. Don't mind me. Hold on. Do, do, do. I can put. Uh, yeah, I would. That's about what it would look like, right there.
Wow.
Anyway, any
So
objections?
wait, Gooey would be up there too.
Huh?
Gooey, Guinevere,
Oh,
Queen.
that reminded me. Yeah, there we go.
This is yours.
Yeah,
This is
pretty
what
much.
Bro
the
ain't
previous
cooking with
one.
shit, man. You be cooking chicken nuggets and burning that shit.
Dude, I fucking set burgers on fire with a lighter. What the hell do you want me to say?
Yeah. No. This is why we have multiple people because yikes.
What?
And if this was my list, the 140 centimeters, and they're all going to be at A or B, except a handful of quantum, and then Zim
Well,
is at S plus S
yeah, I
plus.
think like we both agree with that. Like it didn't click earlier that you were agreeing with me when I put Sela up there in up in S plus plus plus, but it didn't click then. But yeah, I get you, and I have to say that you, sir, have very good taste.
Oh goodness,
Unlike some people we know,
he likes redheads. What do you want with him?
better taste.
Oh, we never fixed Timiko on that old list. Well,
No, she's fine where she. I mean, she was fine where she was anyway. So,
for those who know, I will say one thing. Final lesson. It's gonna happen again. Just watch.
uh, fuck you, man.
I have so
Anyway,
many B tiers.
well, that's because you put fucking everybody, like literally everybody except Jingli you put into B.
Yeah, because I'm not hating on everyone like you are, man.
I'm not hating, I'm just being completely honest if I'm being honest.
Goodness. Hmm. No, let's see. I would put in your super F. I would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd take 9 of them and put them up in different letters.
And that would be
I would take Himiko, Robin,
Ugh.
Sparkle, Tsucha, Pella, Acheron,
Go Robin Spark.
Fushuen, Herta. I'd even take Kafka and Gui Knifefen and pull them up into different letters. But that's me.
Like I'm like for Fushuen, like I honestly think Fushwen's all right. The only reason that I don't like her is because that fucking like thing that she's doing with her arm, like she's catching a football. I fucking hate that. It just
I'm
looks
extending
weird.
I'm extending my arm, doing definition. My armpit's right there.
Yeah, you're just like you just have to look at that.
Bro, she's in the paint, man. You know her character, right? She's defending her brethren,
People,
right? She's
people.
she's the center, bro. She's the next Wilt Chamberlain.
And the funny thing is that
Nobody
Chingcha is
laughed at that
technically
joke.
going to be her successor. That's just my thought. But she
Ugh. Can you imagine if QQ was the fucking master diviner?
she does a pretty damn good job when she's out of commission.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, here's
Didn't
mine.
except for the whole getting fired thing, but don't worry about that.
I did that in like a minute.
Like,
What
oh,
got fired?
like, oh, and then she gets possessed herself. Like, let's make a gotcha out of Mahjong tile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's that was funny, man.
So
Anyway,
we're not gonna plug in all the dudes down there.
do you want to?
Not
I only
really.
have one opinion on one dude, honestly.
I mean, I've already gone over what I think of Sampo. I fucking hate Gerald. Nobody. Okay, I'm just gonna speed run this shit. No, I fucking hate him. I hate him. No, everybody hates him. Uh, I honestly don't even remember who he is. Jing Yuen's cool. Yan Qing I like as a character, but he sucks mega ass as a unit. Don Hung, don't really care. Well is alright. Nobody cares. He's alright as a character, but sucks otherwise. Luca, same thing. I like his character, but he sucks otherwise. Don Hung, same thing as the normal Don Hung, except also bad. Argenti's going around talking to plants. He's a vain smartass. I don't even remember who he is. If I'm being honest, I'm not even kidding. I don't even remember what his name is. Aventurine uh, is nice, I guess. Gallagher is a bro. He'll crack you a cold one when you need it the most. Boot Hill is fine. Nobody cares about Kalis. I don't know how to say his name, and uh, he's the center of a lot of cheese jokes.
That guy you can't pronounce, just call him Dr. J.
Shut
Uh,
up.
yeah, fair enough. That actually works, to be honest. So, that guy.
I'll speed run it real quick then.
All
Gerald
right.
is Gerald. No.
Yep.
Sampo, I'm gonna kick his ass every time I see him. Kalis is
Yep.
Kalis, meh. Luocha, he'd probably make an experiment out of me, so I'm not gonna fuck with him. Jin Yuen, he's like matched. He's being a matchmaker with Yan Qing and Yun Li right now. He's like all according to kink.
Right.
Yan Qing, story wise, he's developed pretty fucking well. I approve.
Yep.
Don Hung, Don Hung's best bro because he's like, March, stop being stupid. Get back here. March,
Fair.
protect me.
Yep. Fair enough. He does have to babysit March
And then Welt Yang, the 86-year-old gentleman with a black hole in his hands.
because just as you do.
Go back home to your wife and your mistress and your son and your daughter. They miss you.
Bro's
Are you
family
talking? Are
tree
you
looks
talk?
like a ladder.
Are you talking to him or to Arlen?
To what?
Okay.
Who else is 86? Arlen.
Anyway,
Arlen is gone and forgotten, unfortunately.
yeah, nobody gives a shit.
Blade, that's Yun Li's uncle.
As
That's
you
it.
do. All right.
That's it.
All right.
Luca, he's a bro. He could chill with him and just relax or start punching things with him, I guess.
Yep.
Dill Pickle, just Don Hung with
Yeah.
horns.
All right.
Argenti, I miss
Is
you, old VA, but
he
hello, Mark.
literally is going around talking to plants like if he would be rambling on to you about beauty or whatever. You could literally walk away and then just put a plant in your place and he probably won't even notice.
And this is just me, but his new VA sounds like Markiplier, so.
All right.
And then
Uh
Dr. Veritas Ratio. If I actually wanted to learn something, I'd go to you, but you are such a prick.
Like literally, I'm not kidding. I think the very first time that Dr. Ratio is introduced in the entire game is during Ron May's mission in the seclusion zone on the space station. And the very first line of dialogue he speaks to you is literally calling you an idiot.
With a fucking bust on his face.
Yeah, like he has like a fucking like Greek mask on his face, and he's like sitting there playing chess by himself. And then you walk up to him, and he calls you a fucking idiot.
Next up, Misha.
That's his
Rest in
fucking
peace.
name.
Rest in peace, buddy. We'll miss you.
We won't, but okay.
Aventurine. No. Slave boy. I will be Sparkle here. Anything to say, slave?
Uh, all right.
Gallagher, bro, best bro. No one.
Yeah, like I said, like bro will crack you a cold one when you need it most.
It's not even beer. It's just so glad. Where's the
Yeah.
booze? Just
Uh, And then you still end up getting shit faced drunk off of it anyway. I love that one mission in Penacony. Like I fucking hate Penacony, but I did love that one scene when Stell is working at the in the hotel lobby and the manager's is like, "All right, here's the keys, go crazy." And Stell's just like, "All right, time for a crime spree." And then she ends up just drinking a bunch of Soul Glad and getting shit faced drunk on the job. And then she blames Himiko and Welt for it.
it's like Bad parenting. I blame my parents.
Yeah, the so-called parents of the crew for their failure to emphasize the importance of self-control in the face of modern temptations. Which, by the way, that was what she said, word for word.
Yes. Next up, we got Boot Hell. Well, holy forkaroni. Sucks that you
Yep.
have a censor bar in your fucking language module.
Yeah, like look on the bright side though. He's never gonna curse around the kids.
And well, he lost his kids, but I
Well,
can go to his backstory.
okay then.
I can go to his backstory, and you gotta blame the IPC.
Oh, that checks out. All right. Next up,
Uh,
uh,
one more
another
thing about Boot Hell.
Kalis. No one cares.
One more thing about Boot Hell.
Yep.
Because his hands are metal, he can't really text on his phone. He's got to do voice to text.
Oh yeah, I remember. That's why all of his messages are like weird as shit.
And Dr. Joe Chu. Fox man, you grew on me? You're blind. You dumb fox.
All right.
And
And
then Modes, or Modes for how Americans would say it.
yeah.
He, I have no opinion on him, but when he texts you, it's just funny shit. Like, for
Yeah,
real.
like he's literally asking you if you've ever tried to assassinate your superiors.
And then another one's like, hey, I want to get into the Astro Express. Which door do I use? The back
Yeah.
door, the front door? Do I kill your conductor?
Yeah, like he's always fucking talking about killing people.
And then like, well, there was a third conversation. I can't remember for the life of me.
Like I know, like I think I've had all the conversations with him, but I also don't remember. You also can find him stalking people on the Sky Splitter as well, and like the training thing underneath the arena.
Yeah, I thought like, is it only one time or more than once? I found him once.
I think he can appear more than once, but it's just kind of like random. Whenever you go down there, he might just happen to be there or not. I don't think it's like really anything other than anything past the first time you see him. And then like next time you go down there, if you see him, you're just like, oh, there he is again, and he's just kind of there like he's a fucking plant. Anyway, I think that about wraps it up. We've literally been sitting here just fucking bitching for the past hour and a half. Like this entire video can be summed up. This is gonna be the video title, by the way. It's literally just two cavemen arguing over a stick.
And then a third man shows up.
And then a third caveman shows up and just grunts the entire time.
What was that one guy in Penacony? Forgetting that monkey-looking thing on through the TV.
Don't fucking remind me of that. I fucking hate Penacony. I
Brother
hate
Hamlet.
Yeah, like I fucking Penacony fucking sucks. I'm just gonna say it as it is. It fucking sucks. Anyway, that's it. We're done.